Hi everybody, welcome to Dishing with the Dietitian. I am thrilled. You may notice things are different tonight. Let me know if you are here because tonight we are going live using our mobile device. A huge and hearty thank you to each and every one of you who helped me to get over 1,000 subscribers. As you know, it has been a little bit of a journey, and thanks to all of you, we are there. So I am going to be checking my YouTube to see if we are going live, and I don't see it yet, but we are going to try and we will live stream this. So there
Boo
are
says
people
yay.
Oh, good. So Boo, yay! Go you, Boo. You're my first one in. That's how I know.
Tom Monahan says, I can see you, Debbie.
Oh, Tom and Boo, thank you so much. It's because of all of you that I am now back to having the freedom to do all kinds of things together. So we can now shop together and we can cook together, and will continue to show you how to have delicious meals that are heart healthy, absolutely delicious, and easy. That is the goal.
Susan O'Malley says
Hi,
she can
Susan.
see you.
Thank you, and I am so glad. I can't tell you, I'm a little nervous, all of you, because I haven't done this in a long time. I have not cooked live, so let's pray that this goes well, but I know I have you all right with me, and that makes me feel great. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Debbie Kravitsky. I've been a registered dietitian for over 30 years. Currently, I'm a clinical dietitian at the Massachusetts General Hospital Cardiovascular Disease Prevention Center. I also have a private practice that I conduct through Zoom. If this interests you, then please reach out to me at Debbie, Debbie Kravitsky, Kri, V as in Victor, ITSKY, at gmail.com. It has been a really wonderful opportunity for me to have private consults through Zoom, as I am able to see exactly the foods that you're eating. You're at home and in your kitchen, so it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity.
Richard K. said he had trouble connecting, but he's here now.
Hey, Richard K., I am so glad. Even though you're not really my husband, I'm glad you're on. So that is great, just so you know how many people think that. But I'm so glad you're here. It really means the world to me. I also have appeared in television. I consult with many corporations. I've appeared in national publications such as Harper's Bazaar and Family Circle magazine. It gives me my greatest joy and pleasure to be able to help you to reach your dietary goals by providing you with current, accurate, evidence-based nutrition information. Together, we will shop, we will cook, and I will navigate the way. So, let's get cooking. We haven't been able to say that in a long time. And I'm so thrilled you're all here. Many people are home these days. They're not ordering, some are ordering out, but not a lot of people are dining out. So they're running out of ideas and suggestions for meals or for snacks or for lunches, or for dinners. So I'm going to show you how to make a quesadilla. You can adapt it for breakfast, you can adapt it for lunch or for dinner. And the only trick with a quesadilla is to have your ingredients prepped and ready. If I can come home at the end of the day and have this ready to go for all of you at 7, I have a good feeling that any of you can do it. And many people say to me, well, I just don't cook. Well, now you're going to have bragging rights because I'm going to show you how to do this. So let me show you some of the ingredients that I have ready for us to go. And then I thought, since we now can do this, we're going to cook in real time because things have to be quick and they have to be easy. So if I can cook
John
in
Barry
real
Wyatt
time,
says, I missed your demonstrations and food samples.
Oh, believe me, I can't even tell you how much. I once told there was a group of people at the hospital, and I said to they were kind of acting out a little bit, and I said, well, I have to tell you that in the old days I used to be able to serve you these foods. They were making fun of some of the suggestions, rolling their eyes, giving me a little bit of a hard time, and I said, well, back in the day I used to be able to make these foods for you, and I can promise you we didn't have a lot of eye rolling then. So then they thought, oh. So this is one way I can show you at least. But I do miss being able to cook for people at work, and because I love to show them how they can have heart healthy foods. But this is one way that they can have some.
He says he was in the group in late 2019.
I'm so happy. And you know what? It's incredible. I have to tell you that you're still staying here with me. I can't even tell you how much that means to me. The some of you that I've known for now for years, including you. And that is, I mean, what more can you say? But it doesn't get better than that.
Richard K says the food samples were great.
Yay, yay, I'm so glad. I really took great joy in doing it. I spent a lot of my free time going to the market and prepping and cooking for you, but it really was a joy for me, and this is one way I can continue to show you some even more ideas that you can now do at home as well. So I have shrimp. You can make a shrimp quesadilla. I took some chicken breasts and I just baked them in the oven and then took them off the bone and sliced them. So I have chicken. I have Baby Bell cheese. You know Baby Bell cheese is a thick cheese. So just put it on its side, cut it into thinner rounds, and I have them here ready to go. I took a Roma tomato and just cut it into small pieces because you're going to put this in a quesadilla. And I caramelized some onions. Those of you may remember that I made for you fish tacos. And I always caramelize the onions for them. And we also had a potato bar where we did that. My kids love avocado. So I took an avocado and I smashed it. I put a little sriracha in here and also some onion flakes to give it a little flavor. And then I took a red pepper, I sliced it, and I sauteed it in a little oil. So here are my ingredients. These are the combinations I'm going to use. I want you to feel free to use your own. You could use a red onion. You don't have to caramelize it. You could add any kind of flavorings that you want, any kind of seasonings that you want. You could go cumin. You could go, I keep it nice and simple. I love garlic. I always use garlic. I use the lemon is here because once you take an avocado, you open it, you need to have an acid on it so it doesn't discolor. Most of the time I use lime, but welcome to coronavirus. One of the things that we're learning in this pandemic is how to adapt and utilize what you have. I didn't have a lime, so I had a lemon. Still acid, it'll do it, and it worked absolutely beautifully. So here we go. I have whole wheat tortillas. You can use a whole wheat tortilla. You can use a whole corn tortilla. Remember whole grains, the reason why you want them is they are going to reduce inflammation throughout the body. Whole grains will reduce abdominal fat. Many people will argue it's your waist, even more than your weight, is a predictor for chronic disease. So here's something that will reduce that belly fat and is a whole grain. So I have Sahara's Tortilla Wraps. Just to share with you their nutrition information, each wrap is 130 calories, 0.5 grams of saturated fat. The number you're looking for is 2, and at 0.5 I'm good. 140 is low sodium. This is 110 milligrams of sodium. So we are good to go. And the first ingredient is whole, so I know I've got a whole grain. You could have done a whole corn, but make sure if you do corn that it's a whole corn tortilla. Not corn flour, but whole corn flour. That's how you know you'll have a whole grain. There's also many different kinds of wraps. There's chickpea wraps and so on. But just look for whatever that key ingredient is. It should be listed first on the
Janice
ingredient
S.
list.
says hello.
Hi, Janice S. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. All right, so here we go. We're going to put on... You know this is what happens when you cook live. Okay, we are good to go. So let me get this going. And I'm going to put this flame on medium. I don't want it to cook medium low. I don't want it to cook too fast. I could do grapeseed oil. I could do any kind of oil, grapeseed oil, canola oil. I could do safflower or sunflower oil, which are great, very effective at lowering LDL. So whatever oil you happen to have at home and whatever your goals are, you're going to do that. So here's my tortilla. Just goes straight in. It's going to be as easy as can be. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready to see how fast this is. I know my kids love that the avocado. So I'm going to put a little avocado mash on here. If you don't like avocado, I personally...
So you're putting that on when it's on the heat.
I'm going to put it right on the heat, and I'm going to then, everything is going to heat up all at once, because you're going to eat this all at once. So I'm going to spread this out a little bit. I have to tell you, in mine, when I make mine, I'm not an avocado person. So let me know if you like avocado. My kids love it. So I'm going to put it on for them. And then I'm going to start to build. So
Stanley Consulting says love
you
avocado.
love avocado. So
This
for
looks
you,
so yummy. Avocado.
Oh, I'm so good. So for you, you're going to keep it as well. My hands are as clean as can be. And so I'm now going to start to layer. You always want protein and carbohydrate that's high in fiber. So here's my chicken. And then I'm going to put, some tomatoes. I think that would be delicious. And add some great color. Remember, we're always trying to eat the rainbow. The different colored vegetables and fruits give you different antioxidants that are protective. So I'll put a few here. This is a Roma tomato that I just cut up. And then I'm going to add, of course, my caramelized onions. Yum, yum, yum. How's this looking, you guys? Let me know what you think. And then my cheese to top it off.
Move over for a second so I can show them.
How's it looking to you? The cheese will also serve as a glue. So I'm going to put it a little bit towards the outside. It will glue the top and the bottom tortillas. So that
Janice
they will
says
hold
delicious.
together. Delicious, Janice. Yay. I'm so glad.
Tom
And
Moynihan says this is awesome. Suggestion, can provide a shopping list before this Tuesday call so when
you
they're
know
going
what?
to cook.
You know what, Tom? You are so right on the money. I totally thought of that, of course, a little later than I needed to. But I think that would be a good idea in the future, and we can all cook together. What do you guys think about that? Wouldn't that be so fun? So here I'm just going to keep this on, let that cheese melt this top and bottom for just a second.
He says he's in.
You're in. I think that would be a great idea. I actually was thinking that, and we'll do that for the next time we cook together. I think that would be really fun. And you'll let me know. You might make the same dish and alter it to make it your own favorites. And it'll be interesting to see how you do it.
Susan O'Malley says I can't wait to make it.
Yay! I'm so glad. This won't take long. As soon as I start to see that cheese melt, that's how I'm going to know I'm good to go. I'm going to flip it over and just let the heat hit the other side, and we're good. But in the meantime, we can talk. Isn't that just so fun? I love this. I can make it a little higher to make this go. I just don't want it. What I want it to do is heat it through. Everything is really cooked. I'm just heating this through and melting that cheese. It's the cheese part that's really, and heating the tortilla. You can always, if you don't want to have a top and a bottom, you can take these tortillas, wrap them in foil, put them in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, and then put the same ingredients inside, and you have a tortilla instead of a quesadilla. Fabulous. How fun is that? I love to give people choices. If you're living with other people, or even if it's just you, how fun is it to have an assortment and fun? That's what you're looking for, particularly at this time. You're looking for plentiful. You're looking for things that you're not normally having.
Richard K says, how did you cook the chicken breasts?
So the chicken breast I cooked very simply. I took split breasts. Now here's another. I had thought I was going to have boneless, skinless chicken breast, which would have taken 2 seconds. But I had the chicken breast on the bone, and that's actually a better choice because that bone gives it a little bit more flavor. So I drizzled with a little olive oil. You don't really need to do that. But I sprinkled a little garlic salt and a little paprika. That's all I did. I turned it over, did the same thing. Bake it 350 for 35 minutes. And then when it was done, after 35 minutes, I took it out, I let it rest for a minute so the juices go back in, the muscles relax, and then when it was cool enough to handle, I just sliced it off the bone, and here it is for you today. So this is 2 chicken breasts here, 2 split chicken breasts on the bone. And the other beauty of a quesadilla is because you have all these other ingredients, it's a very inexpensive meal. I'll be able to feed my family of 4, and they don't realize it yet, but they will have enough to eat.
Richard K says thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Great question. I love it. So here we go. See, that got cooked. And now we're on our way. And if you didn't, like I didn't have it perfectly on, it doesn't matter. It's totally fine. You're just melting this. I'm going a little fast.
Karen O'Neill says, go you, love this.
Oh, Karen, I'm so awesome. It's so... Yay! You're on. That's fabulous. But can you go in there a little bit and see? See how this cheese is melting? Yum, 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 yum. And it's heart healthy. How awesome is that? And you can see it's holding. See how it's holding the two together? That's just what I'm looking for. All right, let me see. We might have dinner, and dinner is done. Look how awesome is that. So I'm going to shut this off. Now, if you want, you could also do it with the shrimp. I'll tell you how I did the shrimp. I took the shrimp and I cleaned the shrimp, and then I sprinkled a little salt and a little bit of red pepper flakes. Let it sit for just a second, just to season that shrimp. In a teeny little bit of oil, I sauteed those shrimp. It's maybe 2 minutes. That's it. You don't want to overcook shrimp because it'll be rubbery. I would do another one with the exact same combination with the shrimp. I know people often say no shrimp, no shellfish, or no fish and cheese. I don't go by any of those rules. I think if you like it, eat it, and it's heart healthy, definitely. So you're good to go. In mine, I'm going to tell you mine. I'm going to have shrimp with red pepper, with the cheese, with the onions, and the tomatoes. You tell me, because I'm going to leave out the avocados. I know you guys love them.
And you can show everything up close too.
But here we go. So here's my avocado mash. You can see it. It's just an avocado that was mashed with some sriracha and with these granulated onion. This granulated onion I got at Whole Foods, just so you know. Then there is my red bell peppers that I just sliced and sauteed in a little oil. That's it. No seasoning at all, because you don't need it. But you can season it with pepper or anything you want. I also drizzled, I squirted my lemon. You can see, I squirted my lemon to prevent the avocado. You can see it's still green, it's not turning brown. That's the trick, you need acid. The chicken we just discussed, the baby bell cheese, I have it ready to go. The onion, if you take your onion, it's a Vidalia onion. I slice it in half first, and then I turn it over just to make it easier. Slice it into thin rounds, and then low and slow, in a little oil, low and slow. Have a plate with a paper towel. Take it off as you see it coming off, and here it is. Oh.
Richard K says, can you use pre-cooked shrimp?
You can use pre-cooked shrimp. Just make sure. The only concern is that don't heat this quesadilla too long, because the shrimp will continue to heat and cook, and you don't want it rubbery. That's why I did my own, because I thought of it might have made my life a little easier, but I didn't. So you could try it, but just don't heat it too long, because you don't want that shrimp to get rubbery. You also can do this, by the way, with cubes of salmon or halibut or any fish you like. Just cook your protein a little bit before so that you make sure it's cooked. And then I have tomato. You could do what are they called? The heirloom tomatoes. You can do canned diced tomato, whatever you have. But here we go. Now, I have my nice big knife. Look how awesome this is. This also, by the way, makes a great appetizer at a party. But I'm going to cut it into quarters because it's a dinner in this house, as it might be in yours. So here is, look how fabulous this is. Doesn't that, you tell me, you guys, doesn't that look so good? I wish you were here. Yum, yum, yum. So it's hot, it's delicious. You've got different flavors and different textures, but they all complement each other. Now, if you want, you certainly can take some salsa and put it on top. How fun is that? Instead of sour cream, use the Faye Zero. You can add some garlic and chives to this, and I think that would be delicious on top. If you love sriracha, you can drizzle a little sriracha over this, and you are good to go. So it's a really fun dinner that's easy, inexpensive, quick, heart healthy, and delicious. It hits every single
Tom
one.
Monahan says his son came home with a sous vide machine.
Oh, have you used it? How is it?
He said it was skeptical but great. But it turned out to be great, yeah.
Wow, so the sous vide is when you seal something, right? You're going to cook it in hot water. It's sealed in a bag. Is that right, Tom? And tell me what you've made in it, because that's interesting.
I believe he said he's done some proteins in it.
Yeah, so you seal your food.
Like cooking in a fish tank.
Exactly. So you put your food in this plastic bag that gets sealed really tight, airtight, and then you cook it in this hot water, and it cooks quickly, but also gives it a lot of moisture. So, oh, that's fabulous and good for him. How fun was that? So that's one
He said
machine.
beef, chicken, shrimp, never overcooked.
Never overcooked. That's the beauty of it, and it makes it really moist. Oh, that's really fun. And the other, let me know if any of you have an air fryer, because people also are loving air fryers. These are two of the new gadgets that a lot of people are using. They're also using Instant Pot. I have none of these, by the way, because I have so many gadgets. And as you can see, I have an affinity for a good sharp knife. It's just such an important tool in the kitchen that I'm running out of room. So, and I'm trying to make things that I think most people can make at home. And not everybody has these gadgets, but they are fun and good for you. I love that. Let me know, is this something that, look how yummy this is. Is this something that you guys think that you would make at home? Let me know. I am having so much fun. I'm so glad this worked, the cooking live, and that we are totally back. I'll also be able to, in future segments, let me know if you'd like me to. I will go masked on, of course, to the market and show you some of my favorite picks, which would be a lot of fun. I am thrilled to be able to talk to you and my house without a mask. It is just a thrill. It is tougher to meet with people with a mask. Let me know if the mask has made any kind of a difference for you. All of a sudden I can't see. Sometimes people can't hear because they can't hear through the mask. It's just funny. We need the mask. We're grateful for the mask. But nonetheless, it is great to also be able to talk to you straight just like this. So I feel bad I can't see you, but I love knowing that you're here. And I'm glad you guys are all doing so well. All right, let me know if there's any questions for you. I don't like to keep you too late on a Saturday. It feels, you know what? That's the other thing. I don't know about any of you, but I'm so mixed up with the schedules. My schedule at work changes every 6 weeks. They flip it one way, the other way, whatever. We're trying to meet with all the people, but I am totally, what day is today? That's basically my new norm. But I'm glad you guys are all doing well. I'm so thrilled you're here. I want you to continue to eat the rainbow. Vary your colors of your fruit and your vegetables. It's really important for building immunity, particularly during a pandemic, but anytime. Also make sure that you include foods high in fiber and whole grain, and that you enjoy your foods. Have fun with the cooking. I love, Tom, that you're using the sous vide because it makes it fun, because it's different and it makes it special. Make it special for you at home by using foods and combinations of foods that maybe you don't normally. And that is one of the silver linings, is that we are home more and we're cooking more at home. So it gives you the opportunity and the time to experiment with different flavor combinations and different ideas. So vary your fruits, vary your vegetables, vary your grains. This quesadilla was whole grain today, but it could have been a whole corn, it could have been a chickpea, it could have been anything. Make it yours, just make it heart healthy and absolutely delicious. I hope this has been helpful for you. It has been such a thrill to be able to
Steinle
do
Consulting says, looking forward to a Cook With Me celebration on Vaccination Day.
Oh,
And
won't
Christina
that be nice?
Nikita says, I'm all for making good food. Thank you. This was great.
Oh, Christina, I am so thrilled. I am so glad you enjoyed. You guys, I know each one of you so well, and I know your stories.
Janice says, happy holidays. Thank you. Stay safe. And she also said, always great.
Oh, thank you, Janice. Really, it means the world to me. I want you to know that one of the special things about the live streams is that I do know each one of you so very well, and I can't tell you sincerely how proud I am of each one of you, what a thrill and an honor it is for me to know you and to have the opportunity to know you and to continue to stay connected with you. So I want
Christina Nikita says, happy holidays to you and your fam.
Thank you. You are a rock star, Christina. Just so you know, I'm telling you that I am just over the moon with all of you. And Christina, you are part of that for sure.
Oh, big shout out to your daughter. Thank you, Richard K.
Oh, isn't that nice? Yes, this is This is my Mr. or Mrs. Wilson from behind the fence. Without her, this wouldn't have happened, just so you know. So as many of you know the story of this YouTube, it's because she sort of was poking me, saying that I can't complain about all these people saying things that aren't true.
Aw, thank you,
unless I
Stanley
do
Consulting.
something
They said
about
she
it.
rocks.
She does rock. So it's because of her that we are having this, because she said if you can't complain unless you do something about it, to which I replied to her, of course, that she was raised wrong. But the deal was that I would only do with this, which she felt that there was a great need to have accurate information from a registered dietitian on YouTube, and so the deal was that I wouldn't do it unless I had her help, and she has been here every step of the way.
Tom Monahan says adding cooking on top of all of this makes it a home run.
Yay, yay. I am so thrilled, because that's the trick, is you have to know how to put this all together. And you're a home run too. You're just a rock star as well. So I want you guys to have fun with this. Let me know if you make this.
Soon Karen commented with a heart.
Oh, you guys. Oh, my kids. That's how I feel. I'm just so thrilled. So I look forward to talking with you in 2 weeks. Let me know, as always, if there's something you want me to do a live stream on. Let me know. If you're watching this and you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this, definitely hit the thumbs up button. It just lets me know, and it lets YouTube know that we're on the right track, doing things that are good for people, which is just the goal. So
They said more fun types of food.
more fun types
Christina
of food.
Nikitas.
Okay, Christina, any ideas of what you mean by that? Are you thinking fish, or are you thinking veggies, or what do you let me know, because I'm happy to do that.
They said like this, like quesadillas.
This. Fabulous. So I was on track. All right, we will do more of this. Thank you, Christina. And any other ideas, I'm happy to hear them. I really welcome them. The reason why we have almost all of the topics on the live streams has been a result of each and every one of you making a suggestion. So I love these. I guess what I'm thinking, you guys? I'm thinking maybe pizzas next time. What are you thinking? You think that's a good idea? With different toppings? Let me know if pizza sounds good to you. Otherwise, we certainly
Tom
can do
Monahan
anything.
in all capitals, yes.
Yes, all right.
And Christina Nikita says woohoo.
Okay, then. In 2 weeks, pizza night. I will look forward to seeing you then. Thank you, guys, and I'm so glad we can do this now. Happy to have you, and have happy holidays. I think in 2 weeks should be a holiday one, actually, and then we'll do pizza. So 2 weeks will be holiday, because we'll be close. If today is the 8th, in 2 weeks is the 22nd, so we'll be doing holidays, and how to stay on track during the holidays. But then we'll do pizzas. How's that?
Richard K says thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a great night. Stay safe out there, and happy cooking. Take care.